Life Sciences is a service provider to the life sciences industry. And with me is the president and CEO, Leslie Orne, to talk about the company and I guess explain, kind of set the stage. What are the ways that you work with clients and explain what it is you do, your business model?
Right. Well, first, thanks for having me, Jane. Really a pleasure. I'm excited to talk about Trinity Life Sciences. It's been a passion project for me for over 20 years, but we are a service provider to the life sciences industry. So really a strategic partner to the life sciences industry. We provide a range of services and operational solutions to pharmaceutical, biotech, medtech companies. We're privileged to work with over 300 of them, but we're really helping them to navigate the complexities of today's market, really to optimally develop new drugs for the market, and then to commercialize them successfully. So we provide a pretty unique combination of strategy and insights. Born as a consultancy. With data analytics and technology really built for the industry and designed to help them navigate all of the data that's available in the market today.
Okay, I get it. All right. So you mentioned this has been a passion project.
Yeah.
When did you start the firm? How long has it been around? How has it evolved over that time?
So the firm's been around for almost 30 years. We actually were born as a strategy consultancy. That's where I cut my teeth. We're a spin out from the consulting giant Bain Company. So we really have that deep strategic heritage. But really from the beginning, we were passionate about data and insights. We've invested heavily in market research, advanced analytics, and really bespoke technology so that we can really help modernize the life sciences industry. We really believe that there's an opportunity to really bring that subject matter expertise associated with the industry together with new technology, do things differently than other companies do. We want companies to come to us with really difficult decisions, need to modernize their own processes, and really unlock all the data that the market has to offer to make better decisions.
Well, I have to ask about AI because it sounds like that's right up the alley of what you're doing. How is that playing into life sciences?
Love AI, but for what it is. It's really an augmentation to human intelligence. We talk a lot about fusing that human intelligence that we've curated as consultants with the AI technology to bring forward really appropriate market solutions that work for our clients. So here's a couple of examples. We're using AI right now with our client Sanofi, major biotech company, to actually identify patients at risk for type 1 diabetes up to a year before they would actually be identified by the medical community. So our client company has the ability to help those patients stay insulin-free, delay onset of diabetes, and our AI algorithm helps them to identify those patients. So really ultimately impacting patient outcome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Another example is we put AI technology actually into the hands of field sales reps. So when they're going actually to meet physicians in their offices, in their hospitals, they can actually meet them with a deeply scientific engagement. We can help prepare them with insights and analytics so that they have a better conversation with those physicians and help them identify the right drugs for the right patient in the right way.
Provides them a lot more value.
That's right.
It sounds like. So what are some other challenges that life science executives are seeing right now?
Yeah. So life science is in a state of major change, right? There's, I call it the big pharma squeeze between the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act, the most favored nation policy. Prices are coming down for drugs in our industry. Meanwhile, onshoring manufacturing, cost of goods, really being pushed on the cost side. So pharma is being squeezed, and our client companies really need to figure out how to do more with less. Consumer goods is ahead of us on this. Media is ahead on this. We need to be more precise with how we're delivering our technologies and medicines to these companies using data and analytics. That's really what we think is really going to drive the future of the industry.
What would you say they're prepared?
This future prepared.
Okay.
The life sciences industry is amazingly slow to adopt new technology for good reason. It's a highly regulated industry. Patients are at stake, lots of compliance issues, but we have to pick up some of the best practices from other industries and bring them to life sciences. That said, generic technology, generic algorithms don't work. We really need a specialist approach to how to actually bring that technology to life. And that's really what we're here to do. We talk a lot about powering the future of commercialization for life sciences, and we spend a lot of time on that.
How do you kind of thread that needle in terms of innovation, making sure you're taking advantage of it, also respecting kind of the traditions of the business, that you mentioned a lot of regulation, but yet you still need the innovation side. How do you make that all work together?
Yeah. We like to think of ourselves as a bit of a think tank for the industry, right? We've got these great industry experts who have spent decades in industry. We've got great scientific and medical expertise. We've got great technologists. We've got to actually think ahead and see around the corners for the industry. So we have innovation challenges. We bring a lot of design thinking into our company. We train everybody in design thinking so that we can go in, spend time with our clients, understand their processes, and help improve them. We see it. You can't just, it's not a question-answer story anymore. It's a question and then an enablement story. How can we leave behind solutions that help our clients to modernize their own processes?
So do you think AI will continue to play a role and become more important? And if so, where do you see it going in this industry?
Yeah, I mean, AI is a tool, and we think it needs to be combined with that human intelligence, but we start with the data. You can't use AI if you don't have structured data. And the data in this industry is so prolific, coming from wearables, coming from insurance claims, coming from EMR and medical interactions. We can now harness all of that data and actually use it for good, right? We can use it to identify patients who need those drugs. We can use it to identify trends in the market before our clients would otherwise see them. So it is certainly going to be a tool that we leverage, but AI alone is not going to save the day. It's really that fusion of AI with human intelligence.
Yeah. And you find the data is good. Because you need good data, right?
You need good data. It does, and it's patchy. We actually have a technology using AI to interpolate data. We're missing. So you can learn a lot. We've been studying this industry for 30 years. We have studied data in this industry for 30 years, and I think there's nobody better positioned to use that data than us.
Now, outside of AI, are there other trends, technological or otherwise, in healthcare that you see kind of shaping the industry over the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, absolutely. On the back of all of this data, I think you're going to see a lot of personalized care, where we're seeing already N-of-1 gene therapies to help children afflicted with disease, oncology patients actually be served with a personalized medley of therapies. I think we're going to see improved care using this data. We have to be a part of that. On the second side, we are in a prove it point for the industry. When I say prove it, we have to prove the value of what we're doing. We have to prove a year of life, a year of health. What is that worth? And again, the data helps us to do that. But I think healthcare is really at a pivotal point of proving itself, and we're going to be a small part of that.
Okay, Leslie, thank you. Fascinating to hear about the changes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.